What if the Garden of Eden was never in the Middle East at all? The Bible quietly points somewhere older, farther south, and far more ignored. Genesis never names Israel, Mesopotamia, or the Middle East. Instead, it names rivers, lands, and markers that still exist today. And when you read them without tradition, a different map appears. This is not opinion, it's textual. Let's start where the Bible actually starts. Why this matters now. If Eden was in Africa, then Africa is not peripheral, it is foundational. That changes who holds spiritual inheritance and historical credibility. It challenges colonial theology that placed Africa at the margins. It also explains why Africa is often missing from mainstream biblical teaching. If Eden began in Africa, then humanity's origin story was relocated, not lost. One group gains identity, another loses control of the narrative. Truth always rearranges power.
1. The river Gihon encircles Cush. Genesis 2 verse 13. The name of the second river is Gihon. The same is it that compasseth the whole land of Cush. Cush is biblical Ethiopia or East Africa, never Mesopotamia. No ancient text places Cush in Iraq. This alone forces Eden south of the Middle East. A river cannot encircle a land thousands of miles away. Geography doesn't bend for theology. Tradition does. 2. Cush always refers to Africa in Scripture. Psalm 68 verse 31. Ethiopia shall soon stretch out her hands unto God. Isaiah, Psalms, and Kings consistently identify Cush with Africa. The Bible never redefines Cush as symbolic or metaphorical. So Genesis must be read consistently. If Cush is Africa everywhere else, it is Africa in Eden. Selective geography creates false maps. Consistency reveals truth. 3. Eden had 4 rivers, not one civilization. Genesis 2 verses 10 to 14 describes a single source dividing into 4. Mesopotamia only accounts for 2 identifiable rivers. Africa contains ancient river systems that once fed outward regions. Post-flood geography altered river paths, not scripture. The Bible describes pre-flood Earth, not modern borders. Trying to fit Eden into modern Iraq is anachronistic. Genesis predates empires.
Eden existed before nations, borders, and deserts. Most people search for Eden on today's map. That's the mistake. The flood reshaped continents, climates, and rivers. Africa remained the most geologically stable landmass on Earth. Ancient traditions worldwide place humanity's origin in the south. Africa wasn't chosen later, it was preserved earlier. Eden wasn't lost, it was misplaced by history. The Bible never says Eden was Middle Eastern. It quietly points to Africa, then lets tradition do the erasing. When you remove inherited assumptions, the text speaks clearly. Africa doesn't enter the story late. It enters it first. Eden was not where empires rose. It was where humanity began. So, why were we never taught this?
Truth is often hidden not by lies, but by repetition. What we are taught to assume becomes harder to question than error. The Bible rewards readers who observe, not inherit conclusions. History favors conquerors, but Scripture preserves origins. Africa's erasure mirrors humanity's loss of memory. When origins are forgotten, identity collapses. Restoration always begins with returning to the beginning.